There was a review from someone asking about joint products and joint ingredients.
Yes.
That don't contain fish or might be shellfish, things like that. Obviously, our marine collagen peptides is made from fish, but as far as any research we have seen, it's hypoallergenic. Just given the nature of how pure those collagen peptides are. Our other are free range, half the price, and they're both almost identical in terms of their composition of collagen peptides. But things that you can do for your joints that might not, our glucosamine and chondroitin, typically glucosamine is derived from shellfish, but again, our glucosamine is so pure that even folks I know who have shellfish allergies, they've had no problem whatsoever with our glucosamine. So we just, again, we go to raw material sources that are the cleanest, purest raw material sources possible. But again, for joints, we'll talk about turmeric a little bit later, and turmeric is a great ingredient for the soothing attributes in terms of our joints. But collagen peptides, obviously free range, doesn't come from fish or shellfish. So our free range collagen peptides, because collagen peptides are the integrating protein in our joints. It's the integrating protein throughout our body. So whether we're thinking about the appearance of our skin, the appearance of wrinkles, the appearance of cellulite, the flexibility and resiliency of our arteries and for our veins or our joint tissue, collagen peptides is the most critical integrating structural molecule. And our collagen peptides play more than that role structurally, which is critical. They also play a signaling role. They give your body the message that you have the material so that your body can sort of wake up and behave like it used to behave when it was younger in terms of producing that youthful collagen structure for our joints, for the appearance of our skin, and for the elasticity of our arteries and veins.
Andrew, it seems like there's more attention on collagen products than there's been certainly in recent years.
Yeah. I've been talking about collagen for more than a decade, probably about 15 years or so, but all of a sudden it's become a rage. That's why the pricing in collagen has gone up so much. That's also why I introduced the free range, because the free range is so affordable. So our marine collagen peptides, these are both of their kind. The best collagen peptides you'll find anywhere in the world. Okay. They both come from the same company in Japan that has been the expert in producing peptides for half a century. So this is the best of the best in terms of collagen peptides. So whether you want our bovine free-range grass-fed collagen peptides or our marine collagen peptides, they are both taste neutral. They are both exceptionally soluble. Right. I'll try to do this quickly before we run out of time here. So I'll just, rather than using a scoop, I'll just dump I'll just dump a bunch in. So that's like a couple of scoops. Yeah. So on the left, well, it will be, if you're watching, it's on the right. And collagen peptides really shouldn't be soluble. But our collagen peptides are. Right. Simply because they are the most well-produced and they are taste neutral. And what's amazing is how little mixing it takes. And if we just let those sit there for the next couple of minutes, you're going to watch, it's already starting. From the bottom up, it will become completely clear. That will become crystal clear water. And each of those contain the equivalent of 2 or 3 scoops. So you don't have to mix it with water. That's how I take it at home because it's taste neutral. You could put it in a smoothie, you could put it in oatmeal, oat bran, yogurt, wherever you want. And our scoop is also, so whatever the serving size, you could perhaps multiply that serving size, because ours is 5 grams. Okay. A lot of serving sizes are 1 gram. Right. So that means our, say, 240 servings at 1 gram is 1,200 servings at 1 gram. At 2 grams would be 600 servings. So we give a very generous serving size at 5 grams. There's research on benefits as low as 1 gram, a lot of research on 2 and 2.5 grams, and our standard serving is 5 grams.
Guys, let me show you the pricing. Andrew mentioned it. There is a difference in pricing between the two. If you want to go for marine collagen, again, finest in the world. It's important you know that. 240 servings, normally $285. If you order today, before the pricing expires, it's $105 off. Now, if I compare and contrast that to, let's say, the free range.
Free range is half the price. Basically half the price free range.
So why is that, Andrew? Why is it less?
It's just that the marine stock is so expensive versus the bovine free-range stock, the raw material. The process of creating these collagen peptides, it's a special patented process. The process of creating it is basically the same for the two materials. So it all boils down to the fact that there's now a worldwide shortage of the marine material. That's the fish material that's necessary to make the marine collagen. But mind you, it's also important to notice, as I talked about with the marine collagen, despite it being made from fish material,
Yeah.
we wouldn't even have to put really a fish allergen warning on the product, because these products are so high quality and so pure. But as you can see, they're already getting clear, and I'm going to take this with me.
And I'll take this with me as well then. Not to